Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. I've got a cute little project to share with you, and it's this cover for a little notebook, and it says just a note, and opens out and you can see you've got your little notebook in there all ready to jot down your wish list and your shopping list for the new catalogue. Isn't that cute? I love it. Right, let's get started. This one was done in Night of Navy, and the paper here was from the Countryside Inn, and here we've got boho blue ribbon. Doing this a different colorway, we're using one of our new ink colors called Copper Clay, and this is it here. And we have a piece here that measures 9 inches by 6 inches, and we are going to score at 4 1/4 inches, just like that, 4 1/4. And then turn it round and score again at 4 1/4, and this makes your little spine. Okay, and that's all the scoring you need. All finished. Okay, so now we're going to fold on those score lines. Use our bone folder to get a nice crisp fold. Okay. And now we can put down our designer series paper. And as I said, on my original I used Countryside Inn. Here I'm going to use this paper, and it's the Copper Clay designer series paper from the In Colour stack. I love these little hearts. They're just so cute. So we're going to stick this down to the front of our notebook. So sweet. I love these new patterns. Okay, and then on the inside I've just got a little notebook here I got from a shop, and I'm actually going to use some tear and tape. You can use whatever you want, and I'm just going to use some tear and tape, and I'm just going to put some strips down the back. It's quite a heavy book and I don't want it going anywhere, so I'm going to be generous with this adhesive. So it doesn't come apart when I give it to someone, because that wouldn't be nice. Okay, and then all double-sided tape is pressure adhesive, so if you give it a good burnish with your bone folder, it's going to stick much better. It's also going to be much easier to get those backings off. Okay, so let's get these backings off, and as usual with tear and tape, it's so easy to get the backings off, as you can tell. The product speaks for itself. Okay, and now I'm just going to line this edge with our score line. We don't want to go over the score line, but we want it lined up, and we want it then central top and bottom. So that looks good. Give that a second to take. Get rid of all these backings. Fold this over, turn it on its back, and yeah, you guessed it, with your bone folder, just give everything a really good burnish, like that. Okay, isn't that cute? So set that aside. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping. So I've got here a piece of basic white scrap. I've got some Copper Clay ink, and the stamp set I'm going to be using is this one called Go To Greetings, and we're going to use Just a Note. So let's ink that up, and just down, hold. There we go, lovely. Clean up our stamp before we put something in it, because otherwise that is very likely to happen to me. And also close up our ink pad. Never leave a ink pad open on your desk if you're not using it, because you are liable to dump something into it. Don't ask me how I know that one. You don't want to be spending ages on your beautiful project, then just to ruin it by putting it into an ink pad that you're not using. So it's a good idea to always close your ink pads as you go along. That way you can't, well, you don't say you can't, but you reduce the risk of ruining your project by putting it into an ink pad. Okay, that will do fine. So, leave that there. We've got some scraps here of, smaller scrap roughly, of copper clay. And this is just from cutting my piece for the book. And we're just going to layer this on top. Just like that. And we're going to look for the scissors. And you're just going to cut this out freehand. So, just like that. Move that all out the way. Bring in our book. Now you can pop this up if you want on dimensionals, but this time I think I'm just going to lay it flat. I think it's easier if it's laid flat for when you're turning it over, but it's really up to you. There we go, just a note. And we want to make it look at least a little bit prettier, so we're going to use some of this gorgeous copper clay textured ribbon, and we're going to try and tie a bow. Not sure what success I'll have. I'm not great at tying bows. Where's my, as you can tell, quite often I think it's because I use too little ribbon, because I'm determined I don't want to waste anything, and of course I don't have enough ribbon then to actually tie my bow. So then I do try and use enough ribbon and I end up with too much. Trials and tribulations of tying ribbons, eh? If you've got a foolproof way to tie ribbon that will look beautiful every time, let me know. My ears are always open and ready to learn. Absolutely love to learn. So let me know if you found a foolproof method to tie ribbon. Okay, so there you've got our copper clay version, and then we've got our Night of Navy. You can tell me which one you prefer. I love to read your comments, so please do leave a comment in the description box below. If you've enjoyed this video, I would love if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you wanted more information about the project, supply list, measurements, etc., it's all on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!